Weeks, they've been sounding the alarm, and now officials at the Port of LA and the Port of Long Beach say the consequences of President Trump's tariffs have officially arrived, and the economic disruptions they're causing are having massive ripple effects.
And KCAL News political reporter Tom Wade is here with a look at how all of this is getting real for our ports and the hundreds of thousands of Southern Californians who move and store items from Asia. Right?
Exactly right. So the whole supply chain, Pat, to your point, and we've interviewed people this week about their businesses being impacted, and now we're really seeing what's going on in real time. So port officials say the situation is worse at this moment than during COVID. And tonight we're getting new numbers for June, more canceled ships and containers, which will continue to have devastating consequences to businesses large and small. At the ports of LA and Long Beach, it's the calm before the economic storm. Port traffic is set to take a nosedive in just days. It's now not a matter of if or when. The cancellations are here, driving the downturn. Port officials blame President Trump's tariffs.
I think we now have 34 canceled sailings, at least through June. So the concern here is, obviously, that's a number that actually exceeds the numbers that we had during COVID-19, which was a very critical period or a crisis to the supply chain.
The Port of Long Beach is getting hit hard because a big chunk of their incoming traffic is from China, and Trump slapped China with tariffs of up to 145% on imported goods. The Trump administration says they are working to close trade deals with China and other countries. Port officials say it better happen soon.
You're already hearing the business community talking about taking a hit of anywhere between 100 and 300 million in additional cost to their companies because of the tariffs.
At the neighboring Port of LA, the numbers are also bleak. A spokesperson there shared these stats with us. In May, 17 vessel cancellations due to tariffs. 224,000 container units also canceled, a 25% decrease, with more cancellations expected. And in June at the Port of LA, so far 12 vessel cancellations due to tariffs. More cancellations are expected. The cancellations have massive ripple effects. Companies that sell clothing, electronics, furniture, just to name a few, all feeling the crunch. So are the truckers who transport the goods from the port. Matt Schrapp is CEO of Harbor Trucking Association, which represents hundreds of trucking operators, large and small.
It's dire. There's a lot of concern, right? And when we think about how fragile the supply chain is, where you have one kink in the chain can cause downstream impacts that last for months. And if we're not moving containers, that has this ripple effect that not only are the trucking companies not moving containers, but the warehouses are not processing them. And even closer to the docks, the longshore workers are not unloading those vessels in the same frequency.
Schrapp says the truckers he represents have weathered many crises. He says they'll get through this, but he says they desperately need stability.
We've gone through ups and downs before. We've had many a crisis over the past 10 years especially, and we always bounce back one way or another.
Experts say just like with COVID, even when the trade war is resolved, it's likely to take some time to restore normal operations. Those disruptions could go on for months. Pat.
Thank you so much, Tom.